All right, all right. We are live. Good morning, everybody.
Good
Grand
morning. Good
rising.
morning.
Hey, it is a bright Saturday morning.
Yes, it
The
is.
sun is going to be coming out good today. It was out yesterday. It's slowly creeping in, but we're expecting a nice hot day today. So, welcome to Overcomers Church.
Welcome.
We're
My
good
name
to
is Heather
see you.
Moultrie. I'm Pastor Iva Bowers, or Apostle, Iva Bowers' daughter.
Yes. And you see me as usual. It's a Pastor Rochelle. So good to see you guys. So today we are going to be wrapping up affirmations.
Yes, and also one extra thing we can talk about real quick is Mother's Day weekend.
Yes, Happy Mother's Day. That was exciting. Oh my gosh, trying to get stuff all situated for Mother's Day. So I actually was behind a week.
Oh.
So I was at work and all of a sudden I was like, when is Mother's Day? And I was like, oh, okay.
Now, so we were on top of our game.
Okay.
With me and one of my best friends, soul sister, decided we going out to eat with our moms, and of course I'm bringing my kids they don't know it yet, but they will be buying my dinner for Mother's Day tomorrow. So we have reservations already made.
See, there you go. Hey. Yeah, I don't know. I got a week off. In fact, I thought I was like, oh, I got another couple weeks until I get ready to go on vacation. And then Apostle was like, no, Rochelle, you go next week. I was like, what? Because we don't have nothing packed or nothing yet.
Oh,
like,
my goodness.
Oh, alrighty then.
Yeah,
all right.
well,
it's a little bit quicker.
So I got a couple weeks before I go on vacation. So I'm on top of mine.
There you go.
Last time I went on vacation, I was like over a month packed. So.
Oh, see? Hey, that's great. Well, we've been talking about affirmations. Jeffrey shared some different scriptures that are some of his favorite affirmations. I shared with you last week a little bit about some of scientific stuff on affirmations. We talked about, gave you a couple different comments, one from Buddha, another one from Lao, sharing different perspectives on affirmations, because affirmations, everybody does them across the board.
Everybody.
Yeah.
You believe it or not, it's even in your own Bible and everything else. It's something that is just great to do and exciting to do. So you ready to go?
Yes.
All right.
So, couple quick things. Affirmations have a few things that can be helpful for you. They can help you enhance your self-esteem.
Yes, they can.
They can help you sleep better.
Oh, that's great.
They definitely can help you deal with negative thoughts.
Yep.
And build positive habits.
That's true. And so with saying that, I work as a family prayers specialist. I don't know if anybody understands what that is. I know it's a different kind of title. So I deal with kids that are in the foster care system and families that are in the child welfare system that got their kids taken away. So yes. I do affirmations. I teach this to my kids that are in the foster care system and my families too. And when I ask my kids that are in the foster care system, how do they feel? Even with the foster parents, they see improvements with them, because I make them even talk positive to other people, say affirmations to them too at the same time. So
see, it's in everyday life.
Everyday life.
Yes, this isn't something that you should just do occasionally. You should do it all the time.
All the time. You should affirmation like somebody else, like Miss Rochelle, your hair is beautiful. That's an affirmation to Miss Rochelle. And it brings positivity and takes away the negative thoughts to Miss Rochelle.
See? Yeah.
Yep.
But we've got to believe what we're saying. And if you don't initially believe what you're saying in affirmations to yourself, in the beginning, that's okay, because what did we talk about last week? The mind is believing what you're telling it. So if you keep repeating it over and over again,
it will eventually say that have the positive thoughts. That brings me real quick, and I know we're about to start, but I also taught a group of my kids about when we talk negative to each other about those water crystal experiments. You know, how it treats you, how the water gets acts towards negative thoughts and positive thoughts. Mm-hmm. So I even told them, I said, guess what? We're made of water. Mm-hmm. So when I'm speaking negative towards you, then that negative water inside you is getting that negative vibe. Right. If I'm speaking positive towards you, then that positive water inside of you is going to have that form, those beautiful crystals inside of you.
Right. So that's key. It's important. It's in everyday life. It's in everything you do. And it shows you can look up these experiences and see for yourself. It has been scientifically proven.
Yes.
So it's important to realize that your words matter. Like we said, a long time ago, we used to say sticks and stones may break our bones, but words will never hurt us. But
And
that's not true.
Nope. There's a lot of old things that they used to do that's not correct.
Right. Right. And so it's important to question and ask why certain things were done and do the initial research yourself. Don't just pick up things because your parents did it or your parents' parents did it. It's important to understand the origins of a thing.
That's true.
All right. So we're going to give you some writing tips about affirmations. Okay. It can seem a little bit intimidating at first to start writing them out if you've never done it before. So we're going to go over some different ideas that's going to help you write your own affirmations. And so when you do that, you want to make sure that you choose something that's a meaningful idea and be honest about who you are. Gigi just joined us. Hello, Olivia. She says, good morning, ladies. Blessings to everyone. We're currently having power outages. Oh, that's not fun. Not fun at all. Oh, I hope they get those fixed soon. And I'm glad you guys have warmed up. So at least, you're warm and you're not cold this morning. That's a plus.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
All right. So you want to read just the first part?
Okay, start with the I am. So isn't that also in the Bible, the I am? Believe it or not, I am goes all the way back to ancient Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't know that. It's not a new thing in Christianity. It goes back to ancient Egypt. That's why when Moses came and says that I am sent me, they were not shocked who I am was.
Yeah. So see, more food for thought. So starting your affirmation with the words I am makes it more powerful.
Yes.
It utilizes language that gives your subconscious brain an order, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Also, on top of that, I am is the soul.
Yes.
So when you say I am, you're affecting your soul when you say that.
Oh, Gigi said it's cold right now. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you guys' electricity gets to going back right here shortly so you can warm up. Grab some extra blankets.
Oh, yes. Yes. Let's hope so. Get the candles.
Hopefully the sun will be out and shining bright here shortly because y'all have been warmer than us. All right. So we have another step. You want to share that one with us?
Okay. Write it in the present tense. Write it as it already has happened. So say, what's a great one? I have, or no, not have. Let's see. How can we say this, Miss Rochelle?
I am healed.
I am healed. That's correct.
Versus I'm getting healed. You're saying I am.
Yep, I am healed. That is correct.
So that's a good one. Stacy Sandoval is on. That is Apostles Angel. Good to see you, Stacy. I hope you're having a wonderful day today.
You also could say, I got that new job that.
Right.
I'm walking into the new job.
Hello, somebody. Yeah.
I walked into the new job.
Yeah. You've got to speak it into existence as though you already have it.
Yes.
That is so true. So here's another example for you guys. I am well prepared and I can give an extraordinary introduction for people who have issues with speech.
That's true.
When they have to speak in front of people, public speaking. If you say this and you're constantly repeating this, then you have got nothing else to do but succeed.
And that also goes with interviews. That's one of the worst things people can do and don't know how to do, and they hate doing them because they're not good at it. Luckily for me, I worked at the Pikes Peak Workforce Center for a couple of years, so I know how to interview.
See?
So this right here and working at DHS and everything, I know how people feel about interviews. But if you say this before the interview is a great thing too.
Right. See? There's lots of practical uses, guys. This should be a part of our everyday normal routines. It's key and it's important for us to succeed.
That is true. The next one, write about things you want to change. Now, in order to write about things you want to change, first we got to self-reflect.
Right.
What does that mean? That we got to look at ourselves as good, bad, and the ugly. We really got to judge ourselves hard and give grace at the same time before we can want to change things. Because you might want to change somebody when you have to be the actual one that needs to change some things about you.
Ooh, that's a hard pill to swallow.
That is a hard pill to swallow.
Because first off, we've got to come to the realization that all we can change is us. We can't change anybody else. Nope. It's us. That's the only person we can make a difference in.
That's right. Only worry about the things that you can control.
Yes.
So if you can't control what other body says, but you can, what's that saying? It's 10% on the situation and 90% on the way you respond.
Yes.
So how you respond to what goes on is the key.
Hello.
Yes. So within saying that, sorry about that, Miss Rochelle. I hope I didn't take you to the left a little bit.
Oh, no, you are good. You are good. Aunt Sonia's on. Good afternoon, Aunt Sonia. She is in New York, relaxing. Okay, so what's the next one?
Make it short.
Now, some people come up with some big, long, drawn-out things, and I'm going to give you an example. If you just simply say, I am eating healthy food, instead of saying, I generally pick healthy food over shoddy and junk food since I am aware of my well-being. Well, hello, first off, that's a lot to try to remember. You want things that are short and sweet and that you can just automatically pick up. Because if you're out and about and you're in the store and all of a sudden you're hungry and you're staring at something that you don't need to be eating, you can't be sitting there trying to remember, oh, what was that I was supposed to be saying? You don't have time for that.
That's correct. That's correct. I eat healthy food is the best way to do it. And I need to remember that. I do a lot of healthy food, but then I also do the negative food too. So that's one for me.
All right. And then step 5.
Be realistic.
Ooh, that kind of went with what we were talking about before.
Yes. Like, I'm not going to sit here and write down saying something like, I'm going to work out when I know I don't like working out.
Right.
So my affirmation needs to say, I love working out. Because then eventually I would love to work out. Bingo. So I'm not going to sit here and make it sound like I'm going to work out 3 times a week. That's not happening. I'm not signing up for no gym membership. Bingo. I'm not doing anything. I need to start with, I love working out.
Right. See? Nice, short, and simple. Or here's another one. Say you're not happy with your height. Instead of focusing on the view from a negative point, turn it into a positive thing for you. Say, I am a great height and I love myself.
That's a great example because I have a friend that's pretty short. I mean, he is literally like almost mom's height, like 4'5", 4'4", 5'4". And so he's always like, I'm a great person. I run my own business. I'm this and I'm that. But most girls won't talk to me because I'm short. Mm. But one thing he knows, because he has all of these great attributes to himself and he's wonderful, and he has his own business and he can give a lot to offer. He knows he's the prize.
Hello, somebody. See?
So he's not too worried about it because he'll find somebody that will take him being short.
Right. And see, you've got to get to that point within yourself. You have to recognize things within yourself that bother you. And then you have to start looking at all of your positive attributes because I'm telling you, there's way more positive than there are negative.
They are. If you write them down, then positive and negative, I bet you'll find it. And if it is not, then we need to self-reflect and start changing some things.
All right. So Aunt Sonia says, good morning and blessings.
Good morning and blessings. Ready for the next one?
Yes.
Add feelings into your affirmations.
Oh, shucks. Why is that key and why is that important? Well, when you look at a little kid, especially when it's around Christmas time, oh my gosh. What do you see with them? They're all excited. They're all joyful as they're pretending to play with this toy that they don't have. But they know they got it and they're acting just like they have it and they're excited and they're telling you what they're going to do with it and how it's going to work and the sounds it's going to make. They are all the way there with it.
They are. What is that? Visualizing and walking it out. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what they're doing.
Yep.
In the midst of it.
So it's key. So let's see. I'll give you an example. Okay, so for instance, if you're worried about your new job and its responsibilities, all you need to simply say is, I'm ready to accept more challenges and I'm excited to meet new people.
That's right. That's
Why?
all you need to do.
Because if you keep saying it and keep saying it, it's going to become your reality.
That is true. Our, like you said, our mind doesn't know what's reality and what's not, what's
Right.
here and there. So if you make it up in your mind and you have that visualization, your mind doesn't know that it's not really true or happening.
Right.
So let's start making it happen.
Yeah. We have the ability to trick or change our mind, whichever way you want to look at it. Like I shared with you that example of the person who got locked into a freezer. Well, the freezer was never plugged in, but they thought they were going to freeze to death. So in actuality, what happened? They froze to death
because they thought they were going to.
Mm-hmm.
See, like me, I was at work one day. Well, I was at work at the courthouse because I go to the courthouse a lot with my clients. And we walked into an elevator when the lady hit the button, and I said, "It don't feel like we're going anywhere." And I started automatically panicking because I don't like small spaces, especially with people in them. They opened up the door. I said, "Okay, I'm taking the stairs. I'm done."
Yep. Sometimes you don't want to get stuck into a situation that, well, I'll give you an example of an elevator situation for me. We the fire alarm went off at work, and so of course we had to go down the stairs from the third floor because the thing's telling you don't use the elevator, this and that. Well, by the time we get downstairs, we find out it's a false alarm. Somebody was using the microwave, let something burn up, and so that's what caused the smoke. Well, of course, since I knew that there was nothing wrong with the elevator, I hit the elevator button and took the elevator back up. Why did I do that? Because first off, I'm still in the process of healing, and I'm not going to put my body through something that's not going to be beneficial for me right now. I was going to have to deal with that if I would have went up those stairs. See? And then another girl decided, she went ahead and went up the stairs, and then she was hurting. She's like, "Oh my gosh, my back is hurting so bad." And I'm like, "Why didn't you just take the elevator?" And she was like, "Well, the thing kept saying not to use the elevator, but you already knew
that it was a false alarm."
Yes. See?
Yep.
All right. So we went over some different steps for you. Now what we want to go over is how to start using these affirmations. Okay? So simple. First off, you need to make sure that your motives are positive.
Yes.
You are also seeking peaceful happiness. Okay?
Yep. And it's about you, not about other people.
Hello, somebody. Because all you can change is you. And then you also have to be grateful first. And then you can act to improve your physical condition. We're about to have Mr. Amir on, guys. Come on. Say hi to everybody, Amir.
His hair's not all the way combed, but he still look good. Say hi.
He still wants for me to see you.
Good to see you, Amir. You gotta love it when you're live. You get everything, right? So we're going to give you 4 simple steps to follow. They're really, really easy about starting to write out your own affirmations. So we shared with you about making sure your motives are positive, making sure that you're seeking a peaceful happiness, because these are very important things, and you got to be grateful. You've got to be grateful first for different things that have happened in your life and how things have turned around, right?
Yep.
All right.
So first step is start in the morning. When you wake up, you take your deep breaths and think positive about the day.
Oh. Why would we want to start out like that?
Because if we think positive, then our day will go positive. If we think negative, then we'll get negativity throughout the day.
Oh my gosh. Is that a key or what?
Yep, that is a key.
So you're telling me that we actually decide how our day is going to go. We regulate our day.
Yes, we do regulate our day.
That's key. All right. Number 2 is say your positive affirmation clearly and a little loudly so your ears can hear your words.
Yes.
Why would you want to hear yourself? Because what do? Not only are we visual people, but we're auditory.
Yes,
and we are constantly hearing things. And so in order to combat any negative things that we're hearing, we need to make sure that we are speaking positive things so we can hear those as well. Oh, a rainbow cake. Amir is in this wonderful phase where he's been cooking with his mama and they've been making all kind of nice stuff. So right now he's watching a video about making a rainbow cake.
All right. Sorry about the interruptions, you guys. So next one is repeat your affirmation 2 to 4 times in the day and think about your goals. So I have a friend that she does her affirmations all the time when she's on the restroom, when she's taking a break, when she's before she goes to bed. Every hour, whatever minute she has, she thinks about her goals and her affirmations.
Yes.
So her day goes wonderful.
Mm.
And I get them in as much as I can too. I'm always in the car, so therefore that's when I need to start saying mine.
See? Yes. Oh, Margarita is on. She says, good morning and happy Mother's Day to all. She said she's having a little bit of trouble with YouTube sending messages, but she finally got it through. Well, we're glad you did get it through,
Yes.
Margarita, and good morning and happy Mother's Day. Yes. We are talking about how to do affirmations, basically. And so we're almost done going through this. Today is going to be kind of sweet and short because we want you all to spend your time together with your families and preparing and getting ready for Mother's Day. Yes. All right. So number 4 is when you're finished, take deep breaths.
Yes.
You want to absorb all the positive energy in and let out all the negative thoughts. Now, some people might ask, well, why would I want to make sure I'm absorbing all the positive energy? Because it's about you and it's about what you want to happen. If you're sitting there stewing and all these negative things, and then you're constantly only watching negative stuff where folks are being killed and this and that, and bad stuff is always happening, what do you think is in you?
Negative.
Right.
But in order to stop all those negative thoughts, as soon as they come up, you got to switch them with a quick positive. It's a mind trick thing that you have to do. It's called a mindset change, to be honest with you. If you're thinking negative about yourself and somebody else, then you need to say something that's positive. And your mind will eventually continue to adjust. As soon as you say it, as soon as you think it, bam, we hit with the positive. As soon as you think it, bam, we hit with the positive.
Yes.
And eventually that will start changing the way you see things.
Mm-hmm. See, it's key. Remember last week we talked about how many different negative thoughts a person typically has in a day. And so we've got to really begin to combat these thoughts because it's key and it is important. You have the key to your reality. You control it.
That's true.
It's not your circumstances. It's not somebody else. It's not your past. It's you.
We create our own reality.
Yes.
And so if somebody says something to you about, I need you to reflect on a situation that you went through, you automatically go to the negative.
Right.
Automatically, instead of saying, you know what, oh, this might be a great thing because then I can see what I did well in this situation and what I needed to improve on. So if it happens again and you put yourself back in that same situation, hopefully not, you know how to actually respond the proper way.
Yes. And why is that important? Because we are here in this earth and we all have lessons to learn. Okay. And so because we have lessons to learn, when we're not getting those lessons, what do we need to notice? It's a repeat of the same thing.
Same thing over and over again until we figure it out.
Hello. Gigi says, ladies, I noticed those beautiful corsages. Yes, Mama made them for us for Mother's Day.
Thank you.
So, yes, she has dolled us up for today and then for tomorrow. So, yes, you know, she's always busy crafting something. Okay, so we shared what? The 4 different stops, remember? Start in the morning. Make sure you say your positive affirmations clearly so you can hear them. Repeat them 2 to 4 times throughout the day while you're thinking about your goals. And then when you're finished, what are you doing? You're taking deep breaths. You're absorbing what's good and getting rid of what's bad. Yeah.
Yep.
So those are keys. I'm going to give you some quick examples of some affirmations that you can kind of think about as you guys get ready to write your own.
Yes. I will never give up.
That's a good one.
It is a good one.
I respect and love myself.
If you don't respect and love yourself, how do you expect other people? So
Right.
for ones who have low self-esteem and have depression and don't love themselves and allow other people to disrespect them,
Yeah.
that might be the one you want to start with.
Yes. It's key, guys.
It is. I am joyful.
Ooh, that's a good one. See, I have a lot of different things that go on in my life. A lot of people have a lot of different things that go on in their lives. But joy is what helps me get through every day. I have times, of course, where I might not be feeling good or whatever. But for me, my joy is what kind of keeps me going.
That's true. I deal with a lot of blow-up situation with my families, and I deal with a lot of negative with my family. So I have to learn to be joyful.
Right. Because when you're in that field and you're trying to help all these different families to become better communicators and work with each other and do all those different things, you don't want that to stick to you, do you?
No, I do not.
See? So that's another important thing about that is even though Heather works with all these different things, all these different situations that are negative, and she brings her positiveness to it, she also has some things that she does to cover herself and protect her. And so remember the different discussions we've had. We have told you about how to clean your house, right? Yep. That's key and that's important because you don't want to be bringing all that negative stuff in with you, right?
That's true.
We've also talked about the importance of, having incense and all those different things to clear out anything negative, right? Epsom salt baths. Yeah. Yes. Those are all key things so that you're making sure you are covering yourself.
Even just putting some tea tree oil and some water and spraying over you, it's a great spiritual aspect.
Oh, yes, it is. We've got a wonderful, wonderful testimony to share with you guys. On Wednesday, Vince is going to be bringing on home from rehab. And so we are excited about it. Yes. Woo-hoo! This is great news. This is fantastic because the doctors at first were completely negative. They had no positivity in them whatsoever. But the power of different people speaking forth positive things, praying for her, it changes things. You have to understand that we have the ability to change things. Our coming together can change things and cause things to be happy and good and great. So this is awesome.
Yep.
Yes. We will continue to also keep praying over on because we want her to successfully keep on moving, getting her whole body moving.
Normal.
Yes.
Yes, wonderful. So next one.
All right. So I am talented.
I am talented. Wow. Talent has all different kind of aspects and forms. It's just not dancing, singing, crafting. Talent has different ways you can have.
Yeah. You don't have to necessarily have an art to be talented.
That's right.
Some people can be talented in their ability to do things on a computer. There's lots of different ways to be talented.
Yes.
Speech. Some people are very great oracles when they speak.
That's true.
So there are many ways to be talented. So speak that over yourself.
Yes. This is one that I love and I like, and I do this myself. I am surrounded by peaceful people. Woo! Look, if you bring in drama into my life, this is the way I see. If you affect me, if you take my energy, my breath, and my time in a negative aspect, and you keep bringing drama around me and disturbing my peace, I kick you out of my life. You are no longer around me anymore. Because I surround myself around peaceful people.
Yes.
And people who are going to lift me up and help encourage me to complete my goals.
Yeah, that's key and it's important. The only way change is going to happen, the only way good things will continue to follow us, the only way to be in a positive energy is you have to adjust what's around you.
That's right.
And so if you got all these negative folks coming in and nothing positive's coming in, how do you expect change to happen? You have to reflect on your situation and start making some decisions.
That's right. Now, mind you, me and a lot of my friends may joke around and say crazy things to each other. Okay. But at the end of the day, when we need each other, we don't put each other down. No matter what the situation is, we will say, okay, let's look at it and keep moving forward on what we got to do. because that's the only way we're going to lift up each other and move forward in our lives.
Yes. Before we hit the last one, Margarita also says that An is ready to come home. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes,
And
thank you.
And she's saying that praying for positive prayers does work. So yes, it does. It is needed and it does work, and it's going to continue to work for On. We know it. We've seen it thus far, and it shall continue. Yes. Okay, our last one is, okay, we talked about being surrounded by peaceful people, but it is I am peaceful.
Ooh,
because that's key. You gotta have peace in your life. You can't be the one who's running around
negative Nelly.
Yeah. Negative about this, spewing out that. There's been people that have been here before within the church that were very negative.
Yep.
And that changes the environment. It causes a pull and a struggle between the two. Yep. Because light and dark don't mix. And so we've got to understand that positivity is what we need. We need peace in our life. How can we expect other people to be peaceful if we're constantly spitting out negative stuff to them?
Yeah, you can't be around you can't be around positive, peaceful people and you be the negative one.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. You might just go in a group of negativity and y'all sit here and be miserable together.
Right.
Stay away from me because you will get exit out of my life. I'm just letting you know that now.
Right? Because we've got to be strong like that. It is important. So quick run over the 4 things we said as far as affirmations. They enhance self-esteem. They can cause you to sleep better, deal with negative thoughts, and build positive habits.
So one thing I like to do at night, besides TV watching, allow the TV to watch me, I do try to change that. And I will put on affirmations on my YouTube or on my TV that play at night. They do have those on YouTube that you can listen to for all different kind of things. Right. Or one of my favorite ones is also I do meditation with story times in the mix of them, and I fall asleep to those things. So even if you want to get it in at night, just allow other people put it on, find it on YouTube. Sleep affirmations for success, sleep affirmations for love, sleep affirmations for healing, sleep affirmations for whatever, and you'll find it, and you can go to sleep and hear positive throughout the night. So when you wake up, you'll be positive.
Right. So check it out. I listen to a lot of them off of Project 369. They have a multitude of the different frequencies that you can go through. Yep. And I put it on. They do help you sleep better.
They do.
Well, we are wrapping up affirmations. You guys have hung in there with us for 4 weeks on affirmations. But affirmations are key and they're important. They are life changers, guys.
Yes, life changes. Once you realize and see what it is, you'll figure out how much you missed out on your life.
Right.
Yes. So I would honestly like to say I enjoyed my time. This was a last minute choice because of emergency that happened with Baba Jeffrey.
Yes.
And as you know, Mom is still healing. So this morning I got rushed into this, which it worked out wonderful because I am aware of affirmations.
Right.
So one day they have been trying to talk to me about coming on. And I am going to stir up the pot a little bit one day. I'm just letting y'all know. So one day you will see me again.
Yes. And make sure you are ready because Heather is going to have a lot of information that's going to blow your mind. And you're really going to need to sit and think about it and do some research.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of things that people don't know and don't realize. Why? Because you don't look it up for yourself. Books are key. Our history is in books.
Yep. And that's one thing. They hid the truth right in front of us. And one thing we don't do is pick it up and read it.
Knowledge is power.
That's right. Well, Miss Rochelle, it was wonderful being on this here with you today.
Yes. Thank you, Heather. I'm telling you, Heather's got some wonderful messages. I love to sit and listen to Heather. Heather just loves teaching. She loves research, and she will dig in and get a lot of information, and it is powerful and it's important. And so that is something definitely guys look forward to because it's going to blow your mind.
Yes.
All right?
So like I said, we'll pick a day soon and we'll have Miss Rochelle. We'll have her do like they do everybody else, put a flyer out and act like I'm big time too.
Yes.
I am big time, believe it or not. If you don't think so, I think so. So that's all that matters.
Hey, that's true. That is so true. All right. right, guys. So, like we told you today, we were going to keep it kind of sweet and short. We actually stayed on a bit longer. I kept on chit-chatting, sorry, because we do. We want you to be prepared and ready with your families to spend that time together for Mother's Day, so you guys can go ahead, get everything situated in your homes, and be ready to chill and relax tomorrow like the queens you all are.
Wonderful, yes.
So if you would like to sow into this ministry, it's really simple. All you have to do is flip over on your phone, go into Cash App and type in IVABOWERS. That's IVABOWERS. That's Iva Bowers. That's the first name on the church card. And then it says Overcomers Church. For those of you who love to send checks, no problem at all. You'd make that out to Overcomers Church. If you do not currently have our address, on the bottom, you'll see the phone number scrolling across the bottom. Send us a text message and we will shoot that over to you. But thank you again for today. Thank you for being with us today. And we're going to say a closing prayer of protection for everyone. All right, this is Kathleen Ponder. The light of God surrounds us all. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Hey, well, that works. Ashe, ashe.
Yes. Stacy said happy blessings, ladies, and happy Mother's Day. Cheryl Amata just popped on, said good morning. Good morning, Cheryl. We are ending, so give it a few minutes and they'll have the replay on for you. Have a wonderful Mother's Day, everybody, and continue to be the queens that you were made to be.
That is correct. And let's act like we're queens and walk into it.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.